It's cooling off around here. I think today's supposed to be like a nice, cool, crisp 109. See you back at the ranch. Oh, good morning everyone. It's Saturday already, and I just walked out here and got this stick in my ear. Right here, like this. Ow! It's here on my campsite, and it's constantly scratching my head and my face. But anyway, we're headed to California on Monday. So Uncle Jeff and Aunt Danielle went to board one of their dogs, Georgia, who cannot stay home alone because she's a puppy. So we're going to Newport Beach, California, to camp on the beach, and I can't wait to make a video from there. But today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, and then Monday morning we're out until Wednesday. So, but I wanted to show you guys a few things. We made it 2,688 miles from Pennsylvania to Arizona in the Hopemobile. Yesterday we were checking some fluids and this, that, and the other for our trip to California, and found this in the engine. Anybody know what that is? First person to answer gets a free handful of rocks from Uncle Jeff's driveway. And it is a ding, 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 a timing gun. And that is used to set the timing on the Hopemobile's engine, which the mechanic did. Very great, actually. But anyway, he forgot one thing. He forgot the timing gun. So I texted him this morning with the picture of the timing gun, and I told him, listen, if you're looking for it, it is in Arizona. So I'll bring it back for him. Thankfully, it didn't jiggle free. It didn't, do anything to the engine on our ride. It very easily could have. It melted, so it could have easily started a fire because it was hooked up. I don't know exactly how it's hooked up, but it's hooked up to, this piece goes on to the, I don't know, the battery, and that one goes on to some sort of, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm not mechanically inclined. I'm lucky that I can plug in a lamp. But anyway, his timing belt's here. It didn't, by the grace of God, shake free and go in the engine, which is absolutely crazy. And, especially all those miles. And I wanted to show you guys the horse skull. Noah and I took it out to the desert and we skinned it. And, there it is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to mount it, but I'm definitely going to bring it back, put it in the garden, or give it to the neighbors or whatever. I know Zane and Alec love the little things that Mr. Wilson has in his flower bed, so I'll bring it back. Those guys will get a kick out of it. I wanted to show you this. This is the kind of mode of transportation for around here. This is Grandpop's golf cart that Uncle Jeff and Aunt Danielle got for Grandpop when he was coming out here on the regular, and for just going out and driving in the desert and hitting golf balls and going to chase them and this, that, and the other. So I'm actually going to jump in it. I'm going to take you guys down to the canal because I want you to see it. And I also wanted you to see real quick the flower bed. I mean, look at the earth. Look at it. So look, it's dry as a bone. But this is the flower bed filled with Grandpop's rocks. And there's a snake that he painted, which is so freaking cool. And it's just so nice, man. It's really, really peaceful. It's very peaceful, and it's a place to try and get out of the sun. It's a place to sit and remember G-Pop. But yeah, this is a piece of him, man. He put a little piece of his heart into every rock that he painted, for sure. And I know that a lot of people that are watching these videos have those rocks. So he would love that. And there's a ton more to be passed around, but here's another look around the cactus and here and these. Oh my gosh. Oh, and he did little bugs and spiders, and I mean, he loved to paint rocks. Even before all the Facebook rock painting groups and all that kind of stuff, he was painting rocks. Look at that snake. The snake is so cool. And I remember one of the funny things that people used to say about him, because he used to paint everything. In fact, I remember one time I was in junior high school and I was getting off the school bus and I was walking down the street, and my dad was out front painting the car. And he was not painting the car, he was painting it with a bucket and a paintbrush. And you know, back in those days, I mean, you know, no one was even taken back by it. It was just like, Joe's outside painting his car again from white to blue. And he had a roller and a paintbrush, and he cut in around the rims and cut in around the bumpers, and he rolled that bitch, and all of a sudden we didn't have a white Dodge Dart, we had a blue Dodge Dart. And you know, you didn't argue with him, you just got in it, sat where you were told, and went where he was going, and that was it. But he was definitely funny like that. But people used to always tell my mom, Janet, you better not stand still too long, because Joe's gonna put a coat of paint on your ass. And I think he would have, for sure. So, oh, I honked the horn. I want to get out of here. And I'm gonna take you guys down to the canal. So, all right, let's go for a ride. All right, let's go. Over beyond those mountains is Mexico. I think he said it's about 86 miles south. So they have people that jump the border and come through, and he'll see them set up camp out in the desert. You'll see fires, and there's trash out there, and clothes and diapers, and you know, bottles and cans and remnants of just people camping. And then they'll move on, and Jeffrey and Danielle are the type of people that they'll go out and give them a helping hand. They'll give them water and make sure they have the stuff they need as they press on. So, but that's just kind of the way they are. But this is the canal system, and you know, you can see, I mean, it goes far, far, far. I don't know where it starts, I don't know where it ends, but it goes through kind of the whole, you know, desert area of the state. And that's what carries their water to treatment facilities, I guess. And but you can fish in it, you know, you can you're not supposed to swim in it. I think people do probably swim in it, and they kayak in it, and you know, whatever. But it's really cool, and it's nice and peaceful down here. It's so quiet. These are tarantula holes. So they come out of there at night. You can see them all in here, and they're all over the desert at night. During the day they're usually in, I believe, but you know, there's all sorts of critters running around here. I just don't have the camera all the time when and last night the coyotes were howling in the distance, man. It sounded like they had lured something out and we're having a feast on it. But they say that they're like the ghost dog. They're everywhere. Even if you don't see them, they're watching us. They're probably watching me right now, which is a little bit creepy. All right, that is the canals. So when you hear the kids say, I'm going to the canals, this is where they're going. And I'm sure we'll do some fishing when we get back from California. I'm really looking forward to that trip. I've never been to California, so it's going to be a first. Really looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to drive up the canals a little bit more, look for a place to turn around, and go back to su casa. All right, I found the spot to turn around here, and but I just had to say, man, what an incredible Earth. You know, this trip has given myself, Jimmy, and Noah in particular, those two guys, the opportunity to see that there's so much out there. It's just incredible, and the changing landscape from the East Coast to the West Coast has just been, you know, it's absolutely amazing to see. I've been here a number of times before, but I've always flown, and when you fly over, it's like, you know, you leave point A, you know, you have a snack, you take a nap, and you land, and everything's different. But the drive through it has been, it's been the experience that I thought it would be. And, you know, for me, I knew it was going to be life-changing, but for my kids, man, it's got to be absolutely incredible. I still think they're like, you know, sorting it all out in their heads, because it's just incredible, man. It's incredible. There's so much, you know, we live at home on top of each other and so congested, and you get all the way out here, and as you're coming across the country, you see that there's so much space, there's so much land, and there's so much between people, and it's there's just so much out there. And, you know, for them to see it at such an early age, and Jimmy in particular in the situation that he just came out of, was, you know, that was exactly my, my intention. So hopefully, you know, good Lord willing, things pan out. So, all right, I'm driving back. You don't go to the Bonsai Pipeline and paddle out there on your Costco foam surfboard and just jump in the lineup. You get thrashed. You get knocked out. All right. Shining on, see. Then it's off with your head. That's it. Alright, so that's it. I'm going back to the crib. I'm going to cut my toenails and cut my fingernails. I will spare you guys the gory details, and then I'll let you know what else is on the docket for today. It's early yet. I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go make coffee. And hi Josh, I'm glad the inventory went well. I talked to Josh. The 3-hour time frame thing is throwing me off, because I'm missing a lot of calls, I'm missing a lot of communication, but it's because, I don't know, the time difference. So anyway, alright, see ya. Peace in the East, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit.